it was my first time when my music was in a movie. I mean that, oh, I needed 10 years plus to achieve this result. 10 years plus. So it's a fucking commitment.
There's no secret in the achievement. It's just go do it until you achieve it. Cool, I'm happy that
about
you came.
about the after party, bro. The most beautiful thing was like, I felt like in a movie, bro.
So finally, guys, I have Niko Barisas is in the house. My friend, music producer, rapper, songwriter, director. He wants to be
Dancer,
an
actor.
dancer, stripper,
Loving man.
loving man, family man. No, he's gonna tell us a little bit of his history. He's a very good friend. We have been collabing for almost 6 years now.
5, 6 years, yeah.
5, 6 years, and yeah, we're gonna talk. We made the movie Vulgar. We have the main title song we created together. I wrote it. Wonderful Patricia sang it, and Niko put the music. And then there's another song that I sang and wrote, and Niko put the music. Well, we co-wrote because you wrote the music, and the same with the Patricia song. And we're very, very happy to talk. This is gonna be a very philosophical podcast. See you, enjoy the talk. So Niko is in the house finally, bro. Thank you for coming.
Bro, super happy to be here.
Yes, Niko is a music producer that I have been working for a while. Niko, I wanted to tell you something that we are thinking of rebranding this show. This is how I wanted that. Yeah. Because, you know, it used to be called The Vulgar Conversation because it was because of the movie that we made together. Yeah. Niko made 2 of the big songs of the movie, the main one, the 2 main ones. And we have been thinking of names for the new podcast that we don't know how it's gonna be named. But I'm gonna throw you one that I've been thinking.
Do that.
I don't know if you think it's a little bit, it's called the Santi Show.
Santi Show?
Yeah, that's what ChatGPT offered me.
Bro, let's do that. I'm gonna buy you like a Santa Claus Claus hat. Okay, and we're just gonna remove A, put AI, and that's it. And it's gonna be AI. What the fuck?
Listen, I'm very happy that you're
By the way, can I curse?
Yeah.
Can I curse? You're gonna peep it.
My idea with the podcast, I know in general, it's like, I want to talk with people that are interesting. One of the things I really like when I'm in Latvia is that I get to meet locals that, you know, if I don't have a podcast, I'm never going to meet. But in your case, I feel that there are certain conversations that 10 years from now, we're going to be really loving to see. Yeah, like, sure. Oh, fuck, look where we were. It's like, kind of like, I write on my journal. It's like kind of like journaling the journey, and then having this conversation of like, fuck, look at what we were thinking, because I feel it would be very cool because we met in 2020. Yeah. If we would have done a podcast back then and we would see it now, it would be crazy because we're in a completely different place.
Different, bro. Like 180 different, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
we met during COVID or a little bit before, yeah, something like that.
A little bit before COVID, yeah, it happened. Like, yeah, and those like these 5 years, like it looks like it feels like 20, bro.
Yeah.
More, bro. Like a lot happened. Like, oh my god. Like, we would need to film, I don't know, 100 podcasts to speak all about it, you know. But like, yeah, crazy, and crazy that we met up with some
so
random, and that our friendship, you know, is going still. It's till now, you know, and it's continuing, and we feeling our vibe. We feeling each other all the time. Like yesterday, we were talking like that we occasionally like calling each other like every like 2 months and whatever, and we having like a long ass talk about everything from music to like life to spirituality, like art and whatsoever. So bro, I'm happy that I got you in my life, bro.
Yeah, no, me too, bro. Like it has been a while, kind of, because I agree with what you said, that it was so random how we met, like, because I'm, you know, it was like kind of like a rave-ish dubstep, I don't know, that I was there for no reason because I'm never in things like that. and you were there kind of randomly.
Random
too.
as well, bro. I just like decided to go there to Riga from Vilnius at that same time,
Same day.
the same day. Yeah. It was random.
And what is really cool is that you know, every time I hop on the phone with you, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna call Niko quick. A quick Niko call is 45 minutes.
No quick.
It's like, oh, are we gonna do that, 45 minutes, that, but sometimes 2 hours on this. But I feel that one of the things that people are gonna find very interesting is that I think you, as I told you the other day, you're one of the few artists that has a very spiritual, I would also, the cynical in me would call it a little bit hippie kind of vibe and aura.
I am hippie, bro.
Yeah, no, I know. But I wanna say that you're very, very aware, and you communicate a lot about your spiritual journey. Yeah. But what is particularly weird with you is that I know a lot of people that are like that, but they don't do anything. They just talk and live like kind of in the clouds and one day and the dreams and this. But you're a very, very hardworking guy that just, because I feel this is the main thing what we have grown this friendship, is that it was through the work. So we're always going back to doing, you know, you do music. When I met you, I wasn't doing music. I was starting, you know, in the process, and then everything has come together. But that has been a very impressive thing from my side, how much hours you have dedicated in your craft.
I think we all think that we ain't working enough.
Yeah.
You know, like we all have our lazy ass bitches inside us, you know, and like sometimes that inside bitch, like hosting you, starting to host you, you know.
Yeah.
So like, but like, yeah, I think it's about discipline, bro. Like when you like what you do, like it's about everything is about discipline, not about like you don't need to be perfect.
Yeah.
And like, bro, I'm doing like I born in a family of musicians, like, you know. So like from day one, I was raised with music. I was taught to how to play piano. My father has a horror, like he's a big guy in the classical world of Lithuania, like he's a conductor and like doing all this. Like he's professor. Like, now he has a like a professor, how to call title, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So anyways, I was raised with music. I was going to a prestige school my first years, but then I lost that love for music while I was a kid because it was forcing me to learn music. You know, it was not about the vibe.
What about the work and hours?
Yeah, and like, you know, you were third grader and you were in a school from 8, 9, whatever in the morning till late evenings, and because you have school and music stuff combined, and like, you know, you come home like later than everyone else came, like you know, and like you still need to do your homework. And not only math and whatever, but you need to learn some fucking song on to play with the piano, whatever. And you need to go to school at Saturdays to play piano. So like I hated that as a kid because I wasn't with my friends, you know.
Yeah.
So like I kind of lost music for like 5, 6 years then, or maybe a bit less, maybe 3, 4, till I found rap.
Yeah.
Till I found rap, and I found rap like, I don't know, at 5th grade.
Okay.
Like I properly found rap.
Okay.
And like I started to rap. Then I started like if you want to rap, you need to write your own lyrics. So I started to learn how to write lyrics. I was getting bullied. I was getting blah blah blah. And like for sure because I wasn't good. I was learning, and no one was doing music at that time. Like now I'm super happy about it that. Like now I'm started to work with like younger artists who are just finished school or still are in the school, and everyone are making music.
Okay.
And everyone supports each other, and that's the main thing that I'm happy about. Because when I was a teenager, like a young teenager, and started to do music, no one was doing music. I think that I was maybe
The weird guy.
the rare guy, the only one who makes music, rapper. So you know, like writing love songs, you know, because like I'm a I'm in the sixth, seventh grade or whatsoever. Like,
How was it, like, for example, being on a classical musician family? How was it for that? For example, for your dad when you started rapping, what did he think?
bro, my dad didn't at the first, I think no one took it as a serious thing. Like, okay, he's doing my family was supporting me. I'm grateful for that. I'm super grateful that I born in this family and I'm part of of my family. You know? So they support me that, but you know, when you were a teenager, okay, he's doing things for whatsoever. Let's do this. Let him do his thing. But I would say, I was motivated. Like I wanted to do that, you know. So but my father never understood that. Like at first, and even when I get bigger, even when like I had like a couple shows in the arenas and bigger venues, I was inviting my dad to those concerts, but he never understood what I'm doing. But I think I didn't understood what I was doing as well, though. And then I came to that stage, to that maybe phase of my life, where I thought that I reached everything. That's it. Because a part of my motivation was to show them that I can do that. You know, because like I was bullied in the school and that was my trauma, blah, blah, blah. So the part of it was like, I need to show them that I can do that. And I can do that. And I did that, you know, and we made the biggest song of the year. It wasn't awarded as the biggest song of the year, but it was the biggest song of the year. And everyone knows that. It was a scam.
Still hurts, that scam. I feel some pain. I feel some pain.
Not anymore though. It was pain like that. So I'm kinda achieved everything that I was imagining that I want, and I would say, relaxed. Look, my ego was in the highs. I'm the best. No one can tell me nothing. I'm in a label. I'm like kinda getting a lot of views. You know, people starting to know me. I'm going to the festivals. At the same time, we broke up with my guys, 8 kambarys, Davidas ir Karolis, because of all of our egos. You know, for 1 year. So I signed to the label. Then I had this interesting journey in that label. Then I left that label, but I wasn't happy. I was lazy. I didn't know what I need to do. So everything was going down till I reached that part that oh my God, I need to change everything. I need to fucking change all my life because I'm not happy where I'm at. And I see two main decisions that I need to make: to leave my girlfriend that I super love, I could say she's my first love, you know, and then I need to leave my label. So I left my label. 2 weeks. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not doing mistake by time lapse, but I think I left label, and after 1 month. I left my girlfriend, and I came back to my mom's house, and everything started from ground, not even from ground zero, from -1,000, you know, from minus. I was fucking weighing 120 kilograms, bro. I was fucking cheesecake, you know, I was doing whatever. That was interesting. Anyway, that was mirror of my inside, you know. So my ego was crashing because I'm still trying to make music, whatever. I'm working in my friend's studio, we are making music. After I left label, I released few songs who kind of reached good views. It was 500,000, 300,000, but it was shit though. Like when I listened to it, it was shit. It's a cheap ass mother. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't want to even to talk about it. Like if you want to listen cheap ass music, listen that my last music in released in that episode in those years. So I don't know. It was 2022.
Oh, really? Okay. I thought we were talking way before. Yeah.
Yeah.
2021,
So it's like 5 years period.
Yeah.
A lot of happened, bro. So like, yeah. So from that, I was crashed. I didn't know who I am. I was trying to, I was trying to put another mask on me. Like, maybe I need to be super cool, So like, I'm started to dress as a drill guy, with fucking like with fucking mask, literally mask, like like
Okay.
Nike hoodie, like like trying to look like a gangster, because like yeah, it's funny. It's supposed to look funny, like
From outside.
From outside,
Yeah.
even for especially for those who knew me and was trying to make like a drill music, like whatever.
You're finding looking for another identity.
Yeah, I was looking for another identity until I understood that everything that I want is inside me. Everything that I am is inside me. And like I started to build myself, or maybe I just opened the cage where I put myself to, I had some life-changing trips, who show me love, who show me that everything is love.
Yeah, that's the hippie Niko.
And that's when hippie Niko born. So like so this amulet crude is from my first trip. I won't say what kind of trip because you will get banned. But from my first trip, and that opened me up, and from that point everything just started to change, and it seems like that I was like going step by step, like to the heaven, bro. Like to the high. Step by step, I was vibrating higher.
But this is the part that is so weird, because I hear you talk and you have this spiritual talk, but you grind like a construction worker. This is what people don't get, because the people that normally talk like you, like this, they're all love and that. But you are a guy like a hands-on. Every time I call you, you're or in the studio, going to the studio, leaving the studio, all the time.
Fucking the
I don't know. But that's the part that I think has that from my POV has made it so impressive. How much have you grown? Because I'm a big believer in what you do, not what you talk about. And let's be clear, I do talk a lot, and I love talking. Yeah. But what has changed my life is what I do. It's not the talking. The talking is kind of important, but if it's gonna put you in the right frame of mind, the mindset, so that you can go do after. But it's the doing, and this is one of the things that I feel when I specifically in I don't know how it's in Lithuania, but the Baltics are smaller, so the industry here, the entertainment or film or music industry is like way smaller. And I feel there's not enough people doing stuff. So every time I try to do things, I find a lot of resistance, because people, they just don't want to work. But on the other side, you have been kind of like the opposite of that. And I think that has been my click, because, we met, for the viewers that just to recall a little bit the story, we met and we started working in this other project that it was the Danny Silver project. You were producing the music. At the beginning, I was just managing and doing strategy. But when we faced certain challenges of songwriting and this, I started doing stuff because
you needed to.
I needed to. And and at the end, I'm very happy that I did, because opened this journey, musical journey that for me started in 2019. But it really, I started working with him in 2019, and then in 2020 we started doing all these things together. But what is crazy is that you have changed so much. You have really so much music. I remember when I went to see you, and thank you for that invitation, and also to Davidas and to Carolis, to that concert that you guys had in Kaunas. I was so impressed, because it was so big. And every time I go to things here, it's very small. I come from Latin America. Yeah. I'm used to a lot of people, and when it comes to music, we're very musically oriented. So if you go to a concert, it's a bunch of people. Yeah. And then I come to Latvia. It's just there's less people, so like I remember going to an Ed Sheeran concert that felt like a small size Latin American artist because there's just not enough people. So then when I saw you guys, were very impressive. I love the show. I told you that. That song that you sang with them that I have played many times, Spotify, super catchy, and I just learned that the hook says that I'm searching. I had no idea what the song, but I really like the song. And it was also the experience of hearing the whole fucking arena chanting the hook with all of you. And all of you with the lighting and the stuff, and you're in the middle, you're the tallest. It was very, very surreal experience because it got me fired up because I was like, look, these guys because on our journey, Davis and I, we see you as friends, yeah? But it's very encouraging and empowering to see that your friends can be doing this, even in a small place, because I was like, well, these kind of things are just not gonna happen here. So I was there and well, we had a blast. We had that great hotel story in the night that we're not gonna talk about, but it was super, super cool. Super cool.
Too fun. Too fun to talk about it now, right?
No, and I'm not gonna give credit to people that don't deserve credit. They don't. If they would have deserved the credit, I would talk about the story, but they don't, so I'm not gonna shine light on that. But yeah, it has been very, very great for me to see your transformation. I cannot imagine that's which leads me to the next question. How was the experience for you to see the song that we created in the movie? Because I know, at some moment I had inside of me like, fuck, Niko must be thinking that I'm crazy. I'm talking about this movie for so long. And at some moment I was very, very, I was looking forward to, I want to know how Niko's going to feel when he sees the movie, because I've been talking about this thing and you're in the dark in Lithuania doing your music and stuff. And then it comes the experience.
Yeah. It was my first time when my music was like in a movie. I was in the first place. I was happy, super happy for you, because I heard for a long time that you were making this movie and how you're making a movie and all the challenges that you were going through and all the decisions you need to make and all those questions inside you that you need to find the answers and because it was new for you. It was new for you and you were just grinding, doing whatever you can to achieve your goal. So in the first place, I was super happy for you, and I told you that
1
million times. But the second POV that I was celebrating my individual success as well, because I was celebrating a result, I mean I needed 10 years plus to achieve this result. 10 years plus. So it's a fucking commitment. It's a fucking oh my God, I had million reasons in a million times to quit it, but I always was finding that one why I do not quit. So
no, but it is.
Yeah, bro. I heard that and then and let's go to the surface more and I heard the music. I was, oh my God, that's cool. Oh my God, that's cool. Super like the movie, bro. Everything fitted. Yo, bro. I was just happy. I don't even know what to say more because I just was happy. Happy, shy and happy. Shy and happy. Before premiere I was shy. After premiere I'm happy that I forgot her name, but that girl who was interviewing in the premiere, she took an interview before premiere. And after, I'm so happy that she didn't share the first one because I remember I was shy. I didn't I don't know why I felt that way, but I was feeling that way. That day I was shy guy. That moment I was shy guy. So I was shy. After the movie I was going nuts. You saw that, bro. My reels, bro. I think it got the most views, bro.
Yeah, but it was so good when I saw, because I saw it later. And I'm I don't know, 2 weeks after we released it, I hadn't seen it because, the promotion and everything. And then I see the reel and I'm like, bro, I loved it. I was like, it's the best sell of the movie. And one thing that I'm thinking, that I have been thinking all this time that I haven't shared, is that, well, one of the things is that I really want to see the impact is when we take the movie out of Latvia, because I feel that here, I know because I'm Latin American, they're gonna love the movie way more in Latin America than they love it here. Because for us, the theme of the movie is not that controversial. So we're gonna take it more lightly, and it's gonna be fun and entertainment. I think a lot of people was taking it here well, but this is not how life. Relax, it's a movie. It's just chill. Yeah, and I really wanna see what's gonna be the impact to the audience with what you're creating here there, because they have never heard you there, and I think that's something that I look forward, and and that I feel is very cool. And other thing that happened in the premiere is that I really wanted you to meet the crew, because I felt that when you're filming it's very like the shooting is so stressful that you really bond with the people, because you're basically fighting for 12 days straight. It's like a roller coaster of laughter and angriness, and you just have to power through all the time. And then finishes, but it's like you lived with these people, so you feel like, I screamed at you, you screamed at me,
But it's nothing personal.
but it's nothing. But we did this together. We went in this journey together. So you really, really bond. And what happens is that the people that are working in the post-production, like the composer that also work in the music, that I thought made a phenomenal job. Amazing job. The composer, you that you're making the music, and the sound guy, they're just not in the process of doing it. So you feel like, fuck, like there's so cool people that are behind the scenes, but the ones that made the movie together, they feel closer. But I'm like, oh, I know they will love all these people. I remember telling you that the DOPs, I knew that you guys were going to click.
Oh, we vibe.
Yes,
we vibe.
yeah. So that kind of thing was very cool, because you also feel that, okay, the team is not you and I talking on our FaceTime calls. It's also these people are part of this journey. And for me, what made it great is that, it's a lot of people working together to achieve something, and then you see something that you feel, as a director, I make some decisions, but I see the decisions of everybody. I see the painting of everybody. Oh, this they chose, this happened because of this. I remember with the party sequence, the stripper guy, man, I felt that guy did such an amazing job. And I'm like, this is so random, because when I was writing this movie, I'm not thinking, oh, we need this strip. No, he just happened to pop up like this for me. It would have been even funnier if he wouldn't be like that. But we got a legit guy to do a thing, and the guy was just super cool, super professional.
Professional, bro.
And super, super cool guy. So when you see all the work together, you're like, wow, like I never imagined that this idea with this music, with these performances, you see the coming together, and it's really powerful. I can't wait to show the movie in the rest of the world. So that was pretty cool in the premiere, and what a hangover after in the party, but it was cool. I'm happy that
about
you came.
about the after party, bro. The most beautiful thing was like, I felt like in a movie, bro. I just remember, you just felt everyone is just vibing in the club, like drinking whatever, drinking, smoking, talking, and I remember that we are all like a bunch of people, like all of us, we are in a on a dance floor.
Yeah.
DJ started to play reggaeton.
Yeah.
You was like, yeah, good job.
Yeah.
And bro, it was so amazing. You started to dance one exact dance.
Okay.
And everyone started to do the same, bro, in a fucking synchronicity. And I'm in the middle of it. I do not fucking know what to do. But I just saw the pattern that, okay, 3 steps in front, one in the back. And oh my God. And I was feeling like in the fucking, a musical, does someone like films that like films it like is it like did they practice that shit before like before after party like what the hell is that like bro that blow my mind bro
Like
oh,
the-
my crazy bro
like the thing is
you are a beast man.
No, but like the thing is the culture. Like for us, we all grew up. We have these songs that have like dances, you know, that or whether it was a music video that had a particular dance or the choreography that they put it and this and that, and then we know it. And for us, music, like dancing is a big thing of the community. I've always said that when you start like liking girls when you're a young guy well, at least this is how it was in Venezuela. It's very weird to go and just talk to a girl and say, oh, you normally take them dancing.
Yeah.
And it's like that becomes like a way of, oh, I'm interested, but it's not like I'm in love with you. And she's like, okay, I don't mind this, but it's also I'm not in love with you. And then you check the vibe
Vibes,
while you're...
that's a vibe check.
Yeah, that's
birds
a vibe
birds
check.
dance.
Yeah. And you know, straight up, because of how the girl is gonna hold you, how interested she is. If she holds you like this, she's gonna push you away if you try to kiss her, so that there's no go. But if she holds you like this or whatever, or if she lets you put the hand on the, there's like a unwritten code that but it's very cool. It's very cool because once you grow up with this, I don't know, like this type of things happen. 30 years later, people.
Bro, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like that's what I like about your culture because like it's open. You are open.
Yeah.
Like you are not afraid of like body language. You're not afraid of body. You are not afraid like to speak with someone. Like yeah, you don't have that stigma, you know.
Yeah.
And like I think we, especially in like you know in the northern Europe, like Baltic states, like Poland, I guess it's in the same. It's kind of in the similar position, like because of our history, like we were in the dark times culturally because we were like forced to be in another like we were forced to be in another culture, you know, and that culture is and was though dark and like yeah, there are no like you know there was no sex.
Yeah.
Publicly there was no sex, like no one having sex.
Yeah.
There's no such
That's
thing
crazy.
as a sex, and like we are still young culturally, you know. If you're speaking about Baltic states culture, which is like a very in common
Similar.
with similar. Like we have all the history, especially Lithuania has all that. Like we were bigger, or we were the biggest Europe country longer than states existing now.
Okay.
So we in the medieval, like in the medieval times, no, like we have a rich history, but those 100 years with those motherfuckers, did terrible damage to our culture and our like how our society are feeling and expressing those feelings, no.
Yeah.
So like right now I think like I'm one of that. My generation and younger guys, or even like a bit older, like. Now we are unlocking the stigmas. Now we are searching a way. Now if we feel bad, we are searching why we feel bad. We are forced to be individuals now.
Yeah.
That's it. Not even forced. You want to live a good life if you want to be an individual.
Yeah.
If you want to have a boss, if you want to have someone who gonna tell you something and like and it's gonna be easy though. You wake up. Everybody tells you what to do, you're going to do.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't need to think about it. You come back, you watch TV, good life.
Yeah.
I
disagree, but okay. No, I get you. Yeah. Good life.
Yeah, but that's not a life.
Yeah, true.
That's a life. Like, it's a life that you wake up, you decide what you're gonna do. Yeah. You've checked your own feelings, and you just going through this shit, you know, and like yeah, so like I went from body language to this to deeper cultural things, but it's correlating. It's super correlating.
It is.
And like so sometimes I even afraid to speak with someone like that I like, you know, because like you're afraid of rejection or whatever. You afraid even, or maybe you were afraid of that feeling that oh my god, I'm in that situation right now.
Yeah.
You know. And but I'm aware of that. Yeah. So I'm capable of like how to say
To zoom out a
to
little
zoom
bit.
out and to
Yeah.
filter it. Okay, just enjoy this motherfucking shit. Just enjoy it. Like do not overthink. Just feel it. But like yeah, it's bro. It's a war. It's a war between mind and heart, bro.
Yeah, it is.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And sometimes you can't even tell who is like hosting you now, your intellect or or your feelings or your emotion. You can't even like this life is so crazy that I'm so fucking happy that I'm living. I'm so grateful for this life, bro.
But it's crazy.
I was such a dumbass like years ago when I wasn't appreciating it, bro.
Yeah.
I was so zoomed in.
Yeah.
But thanks God that now I'm zoomed out or trying to zoom out. I'm not telling that I understand everything.
Yeah.
As much you understand that you understand nothing. You know?
Yeah.
But like yeah, bro, I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful that how I live and how I live and that I'm living. You know,
Yeah.
crazy.
This leads into into a talk into a topic. No, because you're saying because this is a good thing for artists. We were talking about this yesterday, like the difference in our approaches, because I call myself the king of negative self-talk.
Yeah.
For me, is a zero helpful, the positive self-talk to create and to do stuff. I don't talk to myself. I just talk how bad I am all the time, but it helps me create. It's what really moves me and gets me going and gets me to improve. You, on the other hand, you have your different path that you're a positive talker, which I feel is in general more common. But I'm gonna say that a lot of the times, I feel that people that talk, there's something crazy with you is that I know that you are doing music as an artist. I know that you already, because I know your history. We have talked so much outside camera, but I know that at some moment, and that you literally told the story, you fell out of love with the outside gift of music. Because a lot of people, let's be honest, they get into entertainment because they want the flash and the result and the attention and this and the recognition, yeah. But you, like me, you fell out of love of all those things. And you understood that that doesn't change your life. That you had to, as you say, your inside mirrors your life, and then you started creating this life that you wanted. So I know that what you do, you are really looking for yourself. But normally, every time I'm talking with positive self-talkers, they have this thing that they're very aware of what they want. They want everything to be good outside and beautiful and this. So they tend to be very result-oriented and not process-oriented. And I think the key, when I find people that I call artists, is because they're like us, that I don't care what they're doing, but they're process-oriented. They just like doing the stuff.
Yeah.
So how does this help? Share a little bit of to younger artists, older artists, people that need inspiration. Like, how is this positive self-talk? How has helped you? How's your approach, your inner approach?
Yeah, like I guess like everyone in the first place finds their own way though. When I was hurting myself, when I was pushing like that, I'm calling it hurting because it was hurting myself.
Yeah,
I was hurting
I
myself.
get it, I get it.
So when I was hurting myself like that, like pushing that you were nobody, blah blah blah, I was just like growing my trauma, bro.
Okay.
Like because I was told. I was called like that when I was like a teenager, like a kid, and like it grows a big trauma in me. So like I needed to find a way to motivate myself, to find a positive, to find a motivation, right?
Yeah.
I don't even understood the spirituality thing at all those times, but like yeah, like if we skip that long part, like as we talked, like I think yesterday, that if I was called loser for 10 years, I'm gonna remind myself that I'm not a loser for 10 years. If I need that, I need that. And like almost every morning I have my mantra in the shower most often. I'm just telling what I am.
Yeah.
I'm a light, I'm a love, I'm a talented guy, I'm a disciplined guy, I'm a strong, I'm a healthy, I'm attracting ideas and realizing them, like putting them in a reality, you know. I'm attracting opportunities and using them, like I'm not skipping them, I'm not afraid of them, like I'm attracting it. It depends on the day, what I'm saying. I mean, like, I guess, like, yeah, it depends on the day how I feel, right? What I need to push in myself, what I need to remind more to myself, I'm saying that, you know.
And I would have a question here.
Yeah.
How this, do you think, like, doing, like, from the practical standpoint, do you think that having like a morning mantra helps you move forward? Yeah.
A lot. Like, in the first place, you're starting to you're starting to be aware. When you're starting to be aware, you are getting more inspirations because you're more aware of it, more aware of them. You are more aware of signs, what they are telling you. You are more aware it's around you. You are getting inspired every minute, every second, and you just waiting for that last click when, oh my God, I got this idea. Oh my God, that something is channeling from me. I need to fucking go. It's not me. That's something else channeling from me, you know?
Yeah.
But like, there's a guy, Rick Rubin, right?
Yeah.
And I read I have his book, and I read his book, and speaking about like inspirations, I really like what he was telling, that he compared creativity with lightning ball. Like what we need to have, what kind of environment we need to get lightning bolt, right?
Okay.
So we know that we need clouds, right? We need some kind of low pressure weather, right?
Okay.
And then you have a bigger chance for a lightning bolt, but you don't know when it's gonna be and where it's gonna be, right?
Yeah.
So the same thing is with creativity. You just need to create an environment for yourself and just wait.
Yeah.
And just wait. But you need to practice it every single day.
That's very good that you're saying it, because this came into my head. I had never heard that Rick Rubin story, but I've always had this analogy that creativity is like looking at shooting stars and falling stars. That is like, you have to go to the field. There can't be light, and you have to sit looking at the. And that doesn't mean there's gonna be a shooting star, but for sure in the city you're not gonna see it. So, so it's you have to find those, those things that help you catch that light, that environment that helps you. And I think that was my biggest breakthrough. When I started, I needed to edit, because back in the day there weren't editors and whatever, and I was a very slow editor. I've learned after why, because I'm a director, and directors love shooting stuff. And a good editor, what loves is throwing stuff away. So it's you need to switch your brain, because as an editor, your most powerful tool is like garbage. But as a director, your most powerful, oh, this is amazing. So I would spend hours between, but in this moment, he moves the eye like this, and that makes him more mysterious. But in this one, he moves, and he's more wondering. So I don't know if I wanted mysterious. Bro, ages, yeah. But I remember at some moment I needed to finish this project, and you have the same problem. You have your friends, they're calling you, let's party, let's this. And at the beginning I would be, I'm blocked, let me go party. And then at some moment I was like, I know I can't go partying. I have to sit here. And I remember telling to myself, I might not edit today, but then we're not gonna have fun. I'm gonna be miserable here. And that forcing, that mindset, and it happened because I was so frustrated that I just couldn't edit, made me just sit. And then something clicked in me that the only thing you have is your time and your attention. So if you want to do something, just put yourself in the position that you can do it more. It doesn't mean that if I sit to write, I'm gonna write a great thing. But for sure, if I go to karate class, I'm not gonna write anything. Right. So just sit there, don't write anything, but at least be. And the hack is that the more you do that, the more the better you get. And then every time you sit, then the things start pouring out of you.
Yeah, and like when you are getting better, you are getting better ideas then.
Yes.
you become more capable to realize those ideas. So
Yeah.
so you have more, you craft your thing, and you are getting more and more and better and better and bigger ideas. So like, and speaking about like, to a bit add one thing with what you said, that there's no before,
Yeah.
there is no
After.
after.
Yeah. There's only.
There is only right now.
Yeah.
So like, it's a long journey and and big lessons to learn how to be present.
Yeah.
I mean, as a body, as a soul, and as a thought,
Yeah.
to be present, because a lot of our time, if we are being here, we are not being here. Let's say you're walking, right? You're walking, and there is some random thoughts, like whatever, and you say, oh, that's a beautiful tree.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful building. Oh, that's a beautiful woman going there. Yeah. There's a beautiful street here. There's and you're reminding yourself to be now
To come
what
back.
you see, because you're looking to the beautiful tree, but you're thinking what you did yesterday, right?
Yeah.
What the fucking nonsense! Yeah. It was already yesterday. It disappeared. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. But yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I think if you're an artist, the focus that you need to put helps you with being the moment, because creating, you know, we were talking about music yesterday when we were in the studio. It's like you have to feel it. You're there. You're thinking. So you make a practice out of coming in, zooming in, and being present, and then you zoom out. And because I agree, I have my moments that I'm like, I can zoom in, and then there are moments that it's just impossible. Especially if I've been zooming in too much, it's like automatically you just
sometimes
can't
we need
do
to
it anymore.
Sometimes we need to fall into that matrix, bro.
Yeah.
We live in the matrix, so sometimes we need to be a part of it. You know?
Yeah, 1000%. How has been that journey of finding your own sound? How do you approach that? How do you find yourself? Because I have a little that I'll share after how I approach it, but I want to hear from you also.
So I don't think it's like a super different from anyone who would in this stuff. I mean, you try a lot of things. In the first place, you are trying a lot of things. You are copying, and when you are copying someone, you are learning their thing. So I guess you take something from him or from them, from them, and you just put yourself as a puzzle from thousands details, what you like, what inspired you, because music inspires me, right? I listen new albums, I listen new artists, or even all music. I sample a lot, you know. So everything inspires me music wise, and I like that. I like this thing from that song. I like this thing from that song. I like this thing from that song, and so on. And you, I guess subconsciously, you are starting to do something that you like, that inspired you, right? So if you would ask me what it is, I would answer it's just me. You know? It's me.
But you approach it by what you like,
what I feel.
What you feel.
What I feel. That's the point.
Yeah, that's why you cannot copy it to somebody, because what you feel it. Nobody else is gonna feel it like you.
Yeah, and in the first place, you are trying to do the same things that everyone are doing, you know, because that's a success. You know, you see it as a success, but that's their success. You need to find your specific success. What's gonna make you successful, right? So. Your success is you. Everyone else is here and who are watching this podcast, success is it's they, individually. You know? It's their souls. We all are different, but we are all the same at the same point. Our all life is on the big paradoxes, right?
Yeah.
But as corny as it sounds though, just be yourself. Do not fake nothing. To be faking will put you nowhere in the end. Will put you maybe you're gonna taste that success a bit as a demo version.
Yeah.
Because you fake it, you see that you can do it, but now do it by yourself. Do it full, committed to, how to say, like just be yourself. Just be, and by being yourself, now achieve that. Because you can achieve that by faking it.
Yeah.
And you cannot achieve that by being yourself.
Yeah.
So what the?
Yeah.
It's a nonsense, right?
Well,
About being
Jesus says, Jesus said, trust thyself. I don't know what he said. I'm misquoting.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing, but just don't lie. Be yourself. I agree.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. Because if you're faking, you're gonna be surrounded by fakers.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be real, you're gonna be surrounded by reals. Because like if you are real, you can be uncomfortable for fakers, you know, and they're gonna leave you. It's all good. It's not your it's their problem that they left you, not yours.
Yeah.
For you, it's a win-win situation. You are clearing your surroundings. That's cool. You are with your people, with your own people, with your own vibration, like with the people who are vibrating on the same levels, on the similar level. Perfect. You don't need 100 people. You need few. That's perfect. You can climb and destroy that mountain with those few people.
Yeah.
If they're right people.
Yeah.
Takes one.
True.
Yeah.
True. For me, one thing that you're saying that I want to add because I think it's important. One thing that I think is very fundamental is that one of the reasons you have had so much success that is in the doing is one of the things that people don't get, that I didn't used to get when I was younger, is that when you're looking for results, it's very hard to get them. Yeah. But when you're looking to just doing and learning the doing, the results come as a byproduct because you're just trying to do better music and then better people want your music and then you give yourself what we were talking a little bit yesterday, that you're putting many chips on the casino and then something is gonna blow up because you have done so much and spread yourself. Yeah, but it's in the doing. And I think that's a little hack for people that wanna achieve stuff, that there's no secret in the achievement. It's just go do it until you achieve it.
And enjoy it at the first phase. Just enjoy the process.
Yeah.
And whatever people are doing, music or you can even put it in your life.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about like that, those things that like sometimes I'm gonna be better. Oh fuck that. Like oh my god, it's like and so again I can tell it already made me anxious. Like someday it's gonna be better. Now it's better. Enjoy the process. Results will come and you're gonna enjoy them double.
Yeah.
Like but what's the point of not enjoying? If you're not enjoying process, then maybe you're not in the right path, though. No?
Yeah.
Huh?
Change whatever you need so that.
You need
because one of the things that people underestimate how long is the path. Yeah. So, like you gotta.
And
be
how many how many of them you can use to find? You need to use to find the right one, though.
Exactly. So it's gonna be a long journey and. As you're saying, be comfortable. Niko is in the house, I can feel it, because we have been very philosophical, because we do both. We talk a lot of philosophy, but we also do a lot of stuff, and this is kind of more to the practical side.
All right.
For people that are coming, what do you think it was the key for you to breaking into the industry? How was that path for you? Tell us a little bit that story that you saw that Facebook ad, because I feel you were so young that it's kind of like a crazy story.
The secret is just to do, right? Yeah. Like in general. But like, I started to be a rapper. I started to write raps, like write real lyrics. And I was recording my songs in my room through like using like a 20 litas, I guess, like still.
Okay, damn.
Legendary Acme microphone from Maxima, you know.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so like everyone was having that microphone.
Okay.
And like, and I was just recording it. I was recording music, and for some time, and later I started to release it in a SoundCloud, I guess in the YouTube as well.
But we're talking a million years ago.
Yeah, it's like I'm 13 years old.
Okay.
12, maybe not 12, maybe more 13.
So last year. Oh,
so it was last year, mentally. I started to see ads in Facebook that new music studio called 18 Barisas are inviting artists like blah 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 to their new studio, and like I was seeing their ads, and there was photos in those ads that how they are building that studio, all the like you know, acoustic panels like that they are putting work in it. And I grew up to that moment that, oh, I want to record a song in a proper studio. It's gonna be a level up for me, right? And I do not remember all the details, but I guess like I texted them, we negotiate prices, like because it was new for me. I didn't know what kind of prices it was, like so I had a bit of money, but if I remember, mom or sister gave me a bit more to complete it. And I remember that sister drove me into their studio and left me there.
Okay.
So like, yeah, and it was my first experience to be in the studio. It was my first studio that I recorded, so I was going more often and often to that studio. We started to create a bond with these guys, especially at the time with Davidas, you know.
Yeah.
We became friends. We started just to hang out in the studio. All of us, you know, I started to learn a lot of things from them, you know, as a lyricist and as a music producer, as a sound engineer, because they was my age, something around my age right now, and they were just figuring it out. It was new for them, and like we started hanging out. I kind of became a part of it, and like just started to pay rent for the studio. I became a member like of that studio, and they like, oh, we should do something together. So they started to do music together, and that's how they become as a not as a music studio, but as a band, as a duo, duo of rappers, you know.
Oh, that's really cool.
So all the time I was around them, seeing their growth, like we were working together, you know, and blah blah.
How crazy it was to go from that to the arena, that journey of all that growth. How was it for you?
I didn't understand that I'm in that type of journey in the beginning. You know, I was just doing whatever I feel. That's what I doing all my life though.
Okay.
Even I remember the story mom told me that I was maybe in the 4th grade or something like that, or in the 5th. I don't know, you need to learn you need to learn some like poems, like how to say,
Like to memorize
to memorize it.
Okay.
Right? I fucking hated it, and I thought that it's nonsense. That what it's teaching me, like what's the like
The benefit.
what's the benefit?
Getting, yeah.
And I told my mom that I won't learn that shit, and I did. She couldn't do nothing about it. So like because from day one I'm going through my I'm going there where I feel need to go, and like you know, so yeah, I was around those guys. We were working in the studio. I was getting better and better as well as an individual, as a producer, as a rapper, as a singer, whatever you call it. Until one day, like when I made a demo of Yashko though.
Okay.
Like I made it first. Like I mean, I made a demo beat. You know, like I wrote a verse, and then I remember Karolis Talas came to studio. I showed him like my new demo. He liked that, and he asked me that could we take it to the album, and told him sure if it's me in it, like if it's collab.
Collab.
Yeah.
Because you knew straight away.
Like I liked what I did, so like I like my verse.
But for example, did you knew it was going to be this big?
No. You never know. Like after your few hits, then you kind of know and you feel what's gonna go, but you in the end you do not know nothing.
Okay.
If you're a musician, you want to be like you know, you want to live from music, and you want to, you know, do what you love and make a living from it, which is super cool thing though. You just grind, you work, you get better, you get better, you get better. We all have our different timings. someone getting famous at 18 and fuck their careers at 20, like you know, like because like they have their own journeys.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone like
They blow up at 4.
for like
Michael Jackson,
yeah,
was
at 14 as Justin Bieber, right?
Yeah.
Like at 40 or 50, how old she is, Sia, you know, like everyone got their own timings, and you cannot compare yourself to anyone else because everyone's else environments and land and situations they are in and are super different. Yeah. So like so it means that your path is gonna be different as well. Yeah. So like just do music, do it. Don't be afraid to release it. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And one day you're gonna have your hit song, and that hit song gonna feed your all catalog. Because of that song, they're gonna love you, and they're gonna check what you're gonna do, what you did, and they're gonna wait what you're gonna do next. And but the most important thing is that don't be afraid to lose your audience. Yeah. I mean, if you gather that audience with that type of music, and you don't feel that you want to make that music anymore,
it's so good.
It's all good. Yeah. It means new chapter is coming. Some of them gonna stay, some of they gonna leave you, but still gonna listen to your old music though. Yeah. They just want to relate with new you. Yeah. Because you as a human, an artist, you're in one chapter, and now the part like a part of that audience is on the other path, and you don't resonate. That's it. Yeah. So don't be afraid to lose your audience, because you need to lose, or like you need to destroy something to build something new on it. Yeah. So, and that's the whole beauty of it, I guess. Yeah. Building. One good song, bro. Yeah. Brother, thank you for coming here. Thank you. And I'm gonna tell you, these 2 days have been crazy. Yeah, and I wanted to show you a little bit of my life here too, because I've been there, see what you do, and I wanted you to meet the people that I hang out, where I party, how I party, the nonsense that I do in the nights, you know. And it was really, really cool to have you here. It's really, really cool that we're recording this and that we're gonna have it so that people can get to know you a little bit more from my side, because I think you're a very cool, hardworking guy, and I think a lot of people can learn a lot from you. And I hope this hour gives them some nuggets to go and use them. And I can't wait to see this 10 years from now. Yeah, bro, same. And like and just to add some things, like, yeah, bro, I'm appreciate that I'm here. I appreciate you. I'm feeling like a part of this family, of this crew, and like I'm just feeling loved, you know. And that's the main thing. And that's why we are all in this room, I guess, and like that's why, and even that's why people are gonna listen to this podcast, because some like love gonna bring them here. So bro, thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for coming.